Most people think manipulation is easy to recognize. They imagine shouting, threats, or someone trying to force them. But that's not how it usually begins. The most dangerous manipulation feels safe. It feels like kindness. It feels like someone who only wants the best for you. And that's exactly why. Millions of people never realize they're slowly losing control of their own lives. Let me tell you a story. A young man once believed he had found the perfect relationship. She always cared for him. She always wanted to know where he was. She always wanted him to spend more time with her. At first, it felt like love. Months later, he stopped seeing his friends. He stopped following his dreams. He even stopped making simple decisions without asking for permission. The strange part, no one ever forced him. He simply believed it was the right thing to do. Years later, he looked in the mirror and quietly asked himself, when did I stop living my own life? That is how manipulation works, not in one big moment, but in hundreds of tiny moments. You never notice. So here's the first sign. Sign number 1. They make you feel guilty for choosing yourself. Have you ever wanted to say, no, but instead, you said, yes? Not because you wanted to, but because you didn't want someone else to feel disappointed. At first, it feels like kindness. Then it becomes a habit. And eventually, that habit becomes a prison. People who manipulate you rarely give orders. Instead, they give you guilt. They'll quietly say, I thought you cared about me. You've changed. I would have done it for you. Those words don't sound dangerous, but over time, they teach you something that should never be true. They teach you that your peace is less important than someone else's approval. Remember this. Real love respects your boundaries. Manipulation punishes you for having them. But here's what most people never notice. The second sign doesn't attack your choices. It attacks your confidence. And once that happens, controlling you becomes almost effortless. The second sign is far more dangerous because you don't lose your freedom first. You lose your confidence. Let me tell you another story. A talented young woman had brilliant ideas. Every time she shared one, someone smiled and said, "Are you sure? I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe you should let someone else decide." At first, she ignored it. Then, she started asking for permission. A year later, she no longer trusted her own decisions. That is how confidence disappears. Not in one terrible day, but one small doubt at a time. People who control others don't always break them. Sometimes, they simply convince them that they cannot trust themselves. And once that happens, you begin looking for someone else to think for you. Now, here's the third sign. And this one has destroyed more relationships than most people realize. Sign number 3. They rewrite your reality. Imagine this. Someone makes you a promise. A few days later, you remind them. They smile and calmly say, "I never said that." You're remembering it wrong. You're overthinking again. It happens once, then twice, then 10 times, until one day, you stop trusting your own memory. You begin asking yourself, maybe I'm the problem. That is exactly the moment they gain power. Because when you stop trusting your own mind, you'll naturally start trusting theirs. Remember this, the strongest prison isn't built with iron, it's built with self-doubt. And once someone controls the way you think, they no longer need to control what you do. Before we end, I want you to ask yourself one question. When was the last time you made a decision that truly belonged to you? Not to your fear, not to your guilt, not to someone else's expectations, but to you. Because freedom doesn't disappear in one day. It disappears. One apology, one guilty feeling, one silent compromise at a time. Protect your mind, protect your peace, because the person who owns your thoughts will eventually own your life. And remember this, the greatest freedom is not having the power to control others. It's making sure no one can secretly control you.